Hey everyone, it's Autumn. Today I wanted to do a video where I try some of the products that I recently picked up at Sephora and a few other places out on my face. If you're curious how I got this look on my face, go ahead and keep watching. And also I'm mostly just doing this video because all of these products have been sitting in a little bin by my desk for probably about 2 to 3 months at this point. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you guys, and enjoy the video. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I have my bag full of makeup that I've been wanting to try. I've swatched some of it and I've tried some of it, but all of the stuff from the Sephora sale is in here, plus 2 other items. I'll show you the 2 things I did not get at Sephora really quickly, but I'm going to go ahead and put those in the video. The 2 things that are not from Sephora, the first thing is this Burberry Earthy blush. I had a smaller one that I had been using quite a bit for like a monotoned makeup look. I was using it on my eyes and on my cheeks. And then so I decided to just go ahead and get the full size because I was loving it so much. Okay. So I got this Burberry Earthy blush right here. And the one that I was using before, which was a smaller version of it that I got in like a small kit from Nordstrom a long time ago that came along. I think it came with like they're all over like glow primer thing and like a lipstick, like a mini lipstick in that. And I think this is it right here I was using. And I was afraid I was going to use it up and then not have anything. And because all of a sudden Burberry has just like flown off of every website, and I could only find Burberry like on Burberry's website. I know that they're like on a couple of websites, but anyway, the shade, if you can see, is slightly different. This one is a little bit pinky, and then this one's a little like more yellow brown, which is a little bit disappointing. I don't know if it's just because I've used this one for a while, and maybe once I get into the pan of the new one it will be that way. But I have that to test out. And then the other item I ordered directly from Dior. It was one of their holiday palettes. I love these 5-pan palettes. I get them every year around the holidays. And this is this year's. They had another color scheme, but this is the one that spoke to me. And so I got this one. This is in the shade Golden Snow. So I don't know how much I'm going to use it here. I may use it in, I have a holiday eye look video that's a little bit more green toned. I generally don't like green on me just because I do have olive undertones, and the green on green makes me look a little sick. But I do have a green eye look that I do like to do, so maybe I'll incorporate that. But those are the 2 items that I did not get from the Sephora sale. Everything else in here is either from the Sephora sale or I recently purchased from Sephora. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing is a sunscreen, and this is the SuperGoop GlowScreen. And I wanted to try this out because I go to the gym with some form of makeup on. I don't just go barefaced, and I know a lot of people are like, why are you wearing makeup to the gym? But the reason for that is I work at the gym, and I feel like I don't want to go to my place of employment with no makeup on. You guys do you. I don't want to go with a full face of makeup on, but I also don't want to go without sunscreen either, just to leave the house. So I thought I would get this. It would pep up my skin a little bit, give me a little bit of glow, and maybe I could add just a little bit of mascara, some brows, you know, a little bit of like either bronzer or a cream blush, and then look a little bit put together but not have like a crazy full face of makeup on. So I'm gonna try this out. We'll go ahead and put some of this on. I am already moisturized. I did that before I made my tea. I have my tea here. So we'll put this on. They say this gives a really glowy finish, hence the name. Oh, there we go. Which I really like. If you don't like, they have one called the Unseen sunscreen. So you can go that route if you would prefer. Yeah, so this for me gives no coverage. I thought since it was a little bit tinted that it might give some, but I can see why it doesn't, just because like obviously like since they don't have shades, I don't believe it wouldn't be very smart of them to like just make it in like the one shade. Okay, this drives me nuts. I live like in town and there are people like riding four-wheelers. It's snowing outside, but there are people that are riding like four-wheelers up and down the street. I'm gonna have to play around and see what I can apply this over, because I put oil on my skin this morning and it seems like it's pilling up a little bit, but it's not a big deal. Usually when that happens and something starts to pill up, I just kind of take a brush and kind of do this number. All right, so I didn't get a concealer at Sephora because I literally have this entire drawer here, or like this thing in my drawer of concealers. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of concealer over this. I'm not going to use a foundation. What I have been doing lately is I have these little MAC palettes, and I have just been getting a little brush and then applying where I need concealer and matching it over my face, and that's been working great for me. So I'm gonna get this little tiny brush here and then just kind of try to get something to match my face and get coverage where I need it. I'm gonna go in the lighter palette here, and first I'm gonna go in that pinky tone right here in the corner in this MAC palette, and then just go right there. Kind of brighten up that area. And then I'm going to go in these tones right here, and then kind of just, there's a little light. I'm going to go in the right here and mix with those. And back over the eyes where I did the brightening. And then I'm going to get this airbrush brush that I used before and then just kind of blend everything in. And then I'm going to use my Secret Camouflage by Mercier and then go into this area right here and spot conceal. Alright, so I don't need to get too crazy. I just want to cover like the obvious spots on my face. I got some bronzers from Fenty, and I think other than the gloss bomb that Fenty makes, these are my first Fenty products. So I got a cream bronzer, and I also got a powder bronzer. I got the cream bronzer in Butta Biscuit, and then I got the powder bronzer in Inda Sun. So the Inda Sun is like, I think they're lightest, if I'm not mistaken. It may not be. But I wanted to get a super light one to where it's barely noticeable. And as you can see, I've used it quite a bit. It's very buildable. It's very light, so I can use quite a bit and build it up, and it doesn't look like I've used too much bronzer. And then Butta Biscuit, I think I've used it like, yeah, I've only swatched it. You can see like I swatched it just for the color. So since I've used this one and I have a feel for it, for the video today, I'm going to go ahead and use Butta Biscuit and see how that goes. So I'm actually gonna go in with this paddle brush. Almost all my brushes are dirty. So that's why I'm like using these really odd brush choices. But I'm just gonna kind of go around up here. And I'll go across the bridge of my nose. And then kind of pat it in over here. I kind of wish, just by looking at it, that this almost, like the coloring is okay. Like let me blend it in to like before I give my final verdict. I almost wish though that it leaned a little more pink. But they may have a shade that does that. All right, and I'm gonna just try to blend it using the same foundation brush I used before. Yeah, so it's subtle, but like the shade of it, I'm wishing had a slightly pinkier tone. I'm just gonna go in with this airbrush and put it all over. It does warm up the skin really well if you're wanting something to warm up the skin. It just doesn't look as natural on me as I was hoping it would. And by I mean like a pinkier tone, so I don't have pink undertones, but also I don't turn orange when I tan. I go like a brownish, reddish, pinkish color immediately when I tan, not orange. So, but that just is how my undertone tans. Okay, so let's go ahead and try. We'll put the Inda Sun over it. So I'm gonna get this Marc Jacobs bronzer brush, and we'll just kind of go over that and see what happens. Okay, so I feel like my face is sufficiently warmed up between the two. I got a couple of blush options here. So I was curious because the price of the Dior Rosy Glow blush went down, and they changed the packaging. So I have the original here that looked like this, and it came with the brush. And then they came out with it like this, and now it's part of their Backstage. So as you see here, and I don't know if you can tell, but the shades look a little bit different. And let me swatch it. And even, they're a little bit different. I don't know how that translates on the skin. I don't think it's going to be a whole lot different on the skin, but they are slightly different. So, and I was curious if they were the same anyway. And then they also had the new shade here, which I did pick up as well, and I got it in the shade Coral. I know that overseas there is a third shade. They didn't have it at our Sephora here. But again, I like to layer blushes because I think that these two layered together would be beautiful. So that's what I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna go in with the Coral shade as the base layer and kind of put that on. Just right in that area and then through there. And hopefully, I don't know, let me zoom you in and see if that helps. Because sometimes I feel like my light is too bright for it to pick up the color. Let me turn down my light. So hopefully you can see now. So I'm gonna layer a little bit of the orange on here, which in person, it looks like a lot. Which this is really pretty. I think in the summer, I'm gonna have like super bright cheeks today. And over the nose, and then I'm gonna go in with the pink on top. Hopefully it's just my monitor that looks washed out, and then like in the camera, you can actually see it really well. This is really pretty with the pink and the orange. They should have made it a duo, because this is really pretty. So then I also wanted to mention, I did pick up a little duo by Rare Beauty just because I wanted to try the products. I feel like I also got lip products too. Did I just put them away and then like forget about them? But anyway, I wanted to try Rare Beauty, and they had this duo which was like a lip product and a cheek product, which they're tiny, but you got the Dewy Lip Balm in the shade Thankful, which is like a beautiful brown. And then you get the cheek blush in Bliss, and it looks like this. So what I'm going to end up doing is I might end up using them in a separate video or in a separate look. Obviously, this really wouldn't go with what I've got going on today, I don't think. Maybe it might. But I did want to show you that I picked those up at the sale. I also feel like those sample sizes, I think I paid like, I don't know, $20 for this. I feel like these are like gift with purchase sizes, but I did want to try out the brand. The prices of the full size stuff are actually pretty reasonable as well. So then I'm going to show you 3 eyeshadow palettes that I got. So the first one is an eyeshadow palette that I made, so by Makeup Forever, and I just bought some of their singles. I kind of wanted to try them, and some were on sale, and then if you buy so many you get to make a palette. And I was kind of scrounging around all the eyeshadows that I actually have, and I was looking for particular shades, but at the end of the day I didn't end up getting what I was wanting because the way they were described online is not exactly what they were. But this is what I ended up with. I'm not 100% mad at these, but they're not what they said they were online. But I did end up with, this is like this is more pinky than maybe what the camera is showing it to be, and also what it said online it was. And then this shade and this shade. I don't know. I was looking for a good, slightly deeper than skin tone, my skin tone anyway. I should have just gone in person, but my Sephora in person doesn't really carry a wide variety of these, and that's kind of the problem. So they're nice quality eyeshadows, but this just isn't, these aren't the shades that I was thinking they were. But I did get that. And then I got the Makeup by Mario palette. And he has like a shimmery one, but I obviously went for the matte neutral one. So I did swatch like 2 of them. As you can see, but I think these are going to be really great. And then I also went for the Charlotte Tilbury palette, and the packaging and everything about this reminds me of the Urban Decay mini naked palettes, if you remember those from a couple years ago. Only this is like more expensive than those. Those were like around 25, and I think I paid like 42 for this thing. But this is supposed to be the night look here, and this is supposed to be the day look. But for me, honestly, I would actually wear this during the day, because this would be my liner, and then these would be my 2 light shades, and then these would be my really grungy, smoked out, warm eyeshadow look. But either way, I just thought it was a super convenient eyeshadow palette to grab. So those are the eyeshadow palettes I got, and then I also did get a Marc Jacobs lip gloss. So that's actually everything I got in the Sephora sale, but I still need to finish my makeup look. So let's dig around in these eyeshadows and see what I come up with. Alright, so I'm going to take this NARS Tinted Smudge Proof shadow base, and I'm just going to put that all over my eyes. And I probably should also do my eyebrows here in soon to like build some shape. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it the whole theme of kind of that bright, fresh makeup, even though the last makeup look I kind of did was bright and fresh, only with like a yellow graphic for me. But anyway, I think I'm going to keep with that whole idea and try to stay with some of the lighter shadows in some of these palettes. So I think I want to go, let me see, is this... Yeah, that's a really nice light shadow. So I'm going to go in with this right here and do a nice light wash all over the lid and see what that looks like. I'm gonna take it straight up to the brow bone too. So it really doesn't look, I mean, I see a little bit, but it's not like, it's pretty much a nothing shadow. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this Burberry blush, and I'm gonna take that into the crease, just to kind of see how it differs from the other one, but to also add some light dimension. Go into this brush right here, and then just drag that under. So this Dior palette has a really beautiful, like, nudie pink shade right there. I want to take that and place it over the lid. And then I think I want to go in with this deep dark chocolatey shade right here and line my lash line with it. Okay, and then we're going to come back to the eyes in a second. But I think for the most part, that's all I wanted to do. But I do want to highlight, and I did not buy a highlighter because I already had so many, but I'm trying to think of like what highlight would look good on this. And I also need to do a lip. Okay, so this is a highlight I want to use that I never see anybody talking about. I got it in like an Allure Beauty box, but it's by a brand called Floss. And it's in the shade called Sunlit, and straight up swatching it, it is like a gold, like a white gold sort of cream bronzer. And if you do it like that, I'm not a huge fan. But if I use like a loose kind of like brush like this, and then go over it like that, and then loosely go over my skin, it looks like just healthy glowy skin. I can really see it on the nose. It just looks like healthy skin. If I put it straight up on the skin, since it's kind of like a cream, I don't like it. But like, it looks really good. Just like lightly put on with like a loose brush. Now that I keep looking at the eye, I feel like I need to put something in it to like tie it in to the face. I might go back into that Charlotte Tilbury and pull a warm shade in. So the mascara I want to use is this one. I picked it up because I forgot mascara when I was at Army a couple months ago, and I just found it in my travel bag the other day, and I completely forgot if I like it or not. So I am going to curl my eyelashes. By the way, this mascara is called the Air Volume Mega Mascara. The only thing I remember from it is that it was kind of like a mousse texture. Should I like zoom you in so you can kind of get the full effect? And I'll look down in the mirror here. Hopefully you can see everything pretty well. Okay, so that's one coat on this one. So one coat, nothing. I think it looks pretty good. I think I'm not hating it. And then we'll go in to the other eye. Make sure like you can see it. I'm always paranoid because every time I do mascara, I get so paranoid that I'm going to film it and then I'm not going to be in the shot, and then like you're going to be staring at my forehead. So that is one coat on each eye. I'm going to go in for a second coat, even though I feel like I don't really need it for this look. And then we'll do lips and call it a day. And then a lot of times when my eyes are still a little bit wet with mascara, I like to take my pinkies. I'm just going to bat over. And if there's like any clumps or excess mascara, it'll come off on the pinky. I don't know if you guys do that. And then also I have a comb, which my desk is a mess, so I don't know where my comb is. But so I did recently haul on a Beauty Pie video these Beauty Pie lipsticks. There was like a lighter peachier one and then a darker nudier one, and we may layer them together. Let me see. We might line our lips. Whoop. They're my lips. I'm gonna go in with this lip liner called Rummy Pink and just line my lips. I need to sharpen it. Does anybody else have like these weird, like they're still your lips, but then you feel like you're overdrawing because like there's no color, but it's like your lip? Let me know, because I do and it's annoying. So this is the shade Rummy Pink, if I already didn't mention. And I think I leaned forward where you couldn't see me do any of that, but I just lined my lips with this. And then I'm going to go in with the deeper shade first in Baby Beige on the outside. And then the lighter shade on the inside. That's not as light as I was hoping it would be. And I don't like to wear a lot of lipstick, so what I'm going to do, coming in with this, because that's like a lot of lipstick. And my braces, okay. Okay. Okay, so I like it like a matte stain almost. So to me, that looks better. And then I'm going to go in, for somebody who doesn't like lip products, I'm really using a lot today. I'm going to go in and brighten it up to kind of pull the cheeks in with this Nude Sticks Nudies in the shade Poppy Girl, just on the inside. There we go, that's what I want. Okay. I was hoping the lighter peachier color would kind of give this effect, but it wasn't bright enough. Okay, and then this is the finished look using my recent Sephora purchases and a couple of other things. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and leave some comments and any upcoming videos that you guys want to see. Go ahead and leave that below, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, so I was putting the makeup away, and I decided as I was putting it away that I still kind of wanted to make this look a little bit brighter. I didn't put anything on the inner corner during the video. And so I want to show you what I ended up doing to brighten the look a little bit and to make it look a little more fresh. So I went ahead and I took that Dior Quint that I purchased right here. And yeah, I'm filming on my phone if you couldn't tell. But I wanted to go ahead and take the Dior Quint here, and I took the white shade and I put that on my inner corner. And then I blended from the white into the gold over the lid, and then from the gold to the beigey pink shade out onto this portion. And I actually really liked the way it turned out. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm one of those people, as I put stuff away, I continue messing with my makeup. But I just kind of wanted to show you really quickly. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And also, because this camera is different and it's not set further back and the lighting is different, you can actually see how everything looks on the skin. And since I had just used that sunscreen and a little bit of concealer over areas, you can definitely see like my freckles and everything through my skin as well, and it just looks like a really fresh look. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what else you guys want to see. All right, bye guys.
And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.